actually freezing. In the first few years, I always felt I had to explain myself. And then as I matured in my sport and I started winning, I felt I didn't have to explain myself anymore. Once the bell goes, I'm ready. I'll just love it. I've 22 national gold medals, 8 world medals. I kind of feel I'm more or less finished with the kickboxing side of things. I'd like to explore the boxing area a little bit more, and I'm strongly thinking of going pro.
For a small girl, she can hit very hard. She can get a good sting on those punches, and there's been a few people needing a bit of makeup after, it must be said. You're weaving in around the other person's punch technique. Slip in under the technique and then go with your left hand.
Yeah, I ended up marrying my coach. An unusual experience. We're together now 10 years, so really in my competition side of things, he's always been my husband and coach. I don't know it any other way. 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, bam!
Like that one.
That's it.
I try once I go into the ring, or I put on the pads and doing the coaching, I'm the coach. There's no husbands. Okay, one more and then change. You step. I would say she's very, very focused. Once she decides to do it, she'll run with it and see it out to the end, you know.
When something goes back to a hobby, people consider the hobby a lesser than your main job. Whereas my hobby has become my main focus in life. And I put an awful lot of time and effort into being where I am. I manage a leisure centre, but I also run my own boxing club. I have a massive interest in teaching boxing. As a kid growing up, it's one of the things that's your outlet. You have to have a hobby as an outlet, and sport was mine.
Now don't do it too hard, you only have to use the jab.
You're either going to be the kid who lies back on the couch and lets the world go by, or you're going to be the child that'll get up and say, no, I'm not sticking for this, I'm going to do something different. My parents are very young, and as a foursome we get on very, very well. So we usually chill out with them, to be honest. Dad, I think it was his ethics, is just the whole thing of having to be part of something that's positive and not to be part of something that's negative. And I definitely think I followed him in that role.
And I thought it was a ballerina I was going to have. I took her to ballet lessons, which was this size. That's true. I never thought I'd have a boxer.
Christina just was really on her game that time. She got the cleaner scores and got more of them.
I was so proud and I was so happy for her. It was a dream come true. It still makes me emotional when I watch that bit, yeah. Yeah.
Sister Caroline started the sport when she was 10 and I was 20. So she went to college and she did all her study and she came back and she said, I'm going to take this sport up again. And by God, did she take it up. She was good. She came back and she was giving me the best spars ever.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go!
I was always the sister who looked after the youngest sister, so I didn't want to ever hit her. And she had no problem hitting me.
Put that second hand on the body. That's pretty. Slip across, the left hook to the body or left hook to the head. She's trying to catch you with that big right hand. 1, go. Busy, 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 let's go. Just let go. Nice. Grab onto the body, into the body, on the knee. Yes, and again, and again. Stop. Hallelujah, time. Yeah.
It's good.
Good job.
I do this little ritual, little prayer before I start, and just before I go out to start, he might call me back to the corner and say, "Did you say your prayer yet?" You know, so the little things that matter to me has now mattered to him. I take it every morning. I just take it religiously every morning for maintenance. Well, the first time that I even heard of Tahitian Noni is when I told a gentleman that I had joint trouble with my knees. And I tried it and I found the benefits unbelievable. 2 months into taking it, I felt very good. But the biggest thing that I did know was over a period of time was recovery rate from training. After competing so many times, I find it quite hard to recover at work the following week. Whereas when I was on the Noni juice, my recovery was very, very good, really good. And that's the biggest thing I can say as an athlete is recovery rate. I think that a lot of athletes or a lot of people don't go to the top because they fear losing. I never feared losing. I've taken the losses as well as the wins, and you must experience both to understand that it's about contentment and it's not about the winning. And if you focus on contentment and doing your very best, a lot of the time the winning will come natural, and that's what I really believe.